Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So for those who have been paying attention, this weekend was the Sim Racing Expo and it brought quite a few surprises, from the unexpected reveal of Assetto Corsa Rally, which as a long-time dirt rally fan I'm genuinely intrigued about, to Project Motor Racing showing off some raw gameplay footage. But the one that I'm most interested in, and you probably only saw this if you're watching the Sim Racing Expo livestream on YouTube or attended the event in person, was Assetto Corsa EVO's free roam preview. Yes, what you're seeing on screen right now is actual pre-alpha gameplay footage of Kuno's brand new open world map. And honestly, it looks extremely promising. Because let's be real, for the longest time when we think of open world driving games, we instantly think of arcade style physics or maybe semi-realistic handling at best. But what Kunos is attempting here is something that's never been done before. They're trying to bridge that true sim racing experience into the open world racing genre. Now, just to catch everyone up to speed, when Assetto Corsa EVO first announced that it would feature an open world map, the developers at Kunos made some very bold claims. They said that the map, which is centered around the legendary Nürburgring in the Eifel region of Germany, would cover over 1,600 square kilometers, which is absolutely massive. But on top of that, everything would be recreated at a near one-to-one scale using their own proprietary laser scanning technology to ensure that every road and terrain deliver an unmatched level of detail and realism. However, it's not just the huge map that Kunos is aiming for. The plan is to actually bring the entire free roam map to life by adding realistic traffic leading to the entrance of the Nordschleife to replicate peak season crowds, adding dynamic weather and time of day that would truly affect the way we drive, social hubs where drivers can meet at scenic spots, show off their cars and enjoy the views, encouraging full exploration. Not only that, interaction with the open world goes far beyond than just scenery. Players can engage with local businesses, rent track cars, or even visit tuning shops to upgrade their vehicles. Customization and progression, according to Kunos, are central to the Assetto Corsa EVO experience. Players can unlock and upgrade their cars through challenges scattered across the open world, from performance modifications like large rear wings to cosmetic enhancements. For example, if in-game credits are a little scarce, players may have to strike deals with business owners which could grant them with shop discounts or free upgrades for completing their fun side tasks. The developers even hinted at creative, light-hearted challenges such as a quote-unquote tiramisu time trial on closed roads with dynamic weather, showcasing Kunos' ambition to blend simulation-level driving physics with an open world that feels alive and unpredictable. So, fast forward to almost a year later after that announcement, a major overhaul to the early access roadmap, and we finally got to see some real gameplay footage of the open world. So, according to the developers, they have truly been hard at work in trying to get this to a level that is presentable. I mean, the footage that you see is being played on a laptop with an RTX 4060 using a controller, which I thought was quite an interesting decision considering that they are at a sim racing expo, but perhaps they wanted to show that the game can be quite playable on a controller too. I don't know. Now, a few key things were mentioned in this presentation. The first is that you can literally drive anywhere on the map. There will be no limits. Now, I'm going to assume that even though there is complete freedom to drive anywhere, it's nothing like Forza Horizon, where even if you take a supercar off-roading, it still drives decent. I don't think that'll be the case here. Right now, the team is focusing on populating the map with AI traffic cars and appropriate non-playable characters to make the map feel alive. They're also working on a navigation system to encourage players to several different points of interest. These points of interest are not exclusive to landmarks only. They can also include iconic restaurants within that region, as remember, Kunos is working with many local businesses to make this huge free roam map happen. Another important thing they mentioned was that even though the open world map is going to be a near one-to-one recreation, many of the residential or private homes would be replaced with generic buildings to respect the privacy of the homeowners. However, what will remain authentic and accurate are the major landmarks like the Nuremberg Castle and of course the local shops who have been collaborating with the developers. The open world map is set to arrive next year and will apparently release before update 1.0. This is so that they can gather feedback from the community before it officially releases. Now, overall from what was showcased, in my opinion, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's something we are familiar with, packaged in a way we've never seen before. As you can see, the roads are incredibly narrow. It's not been scaled wider to give it that more forgiving game-like feel. The fact that it looks so detailed now already is incredible. I gotta be honest, watching that gameplay, I had no idea that's the actual route you had to take to go to the tourist section of the Nordschleife. But don't worry, Assetto Corsa EVO taught me how to get there so that next time, if I ever do go to Germany and visit the Nordschleife, I'll remember it. Also, a handful of cars were teased in this presentation. The first was the BMW M2 with a wide body kit on it. I'm not exactly sure which brand this is. For anyone that knows, please make sure to share it down in the comment section below. There's also the Ferrari Monza SP1 here, and of course the new Ferrari SUV. Now, I know here on my channel we are focused a lot on the Forza Horizon series and we often speak about the huge amount of new cars we would like to see. But I understand with Assetto Corsa, despite how ambitious this open world project is, it doesn't change the fact that Kunos is a relatively small studio in comparison to a Turn 10 or Playground Games. So I don't expect the title to release with hundreds upon hundreds of cars. However, I do believe introducing a good wide range of vehicles to foster for this open world map is very important, as there's kind of no point in developing such a special and exciting feature only to see the same cars roaming around the map. For anyone who has watched Misha's Green Hell videos, the variety of different cars featured in each video is kind of what I hope to see, so that things like car meets or track days actually feel meaningful and exciting to see. So the question is, with Assetto Corsa EVO also being a closed circuit racing title, what's going to be the balance between race cars and production cars, as both are going to be very important? I would assume there would be some who purchase this game solely for the free roam aspect and would probably want to see more road cars being featured, and vice versa. Right now though, the early access car roster, although quite small, is somewhat varied, but for now the open world does look extremely promising and I really am excited to check it out next year in 2026. But anyways, what do you guys think about the preview gameplay? Share us all of your thoughts down in the comment section below, and also what you would like to see Kunos introduce sometime in the future. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And if you guys would like to stay up to date with everything free roam related with Assetto Corsa EVO, please make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on, so that way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.